few days ago, the legendary Hollywood producer Robert Evans died at 89, and here are 3 stories from his remarkable life, 3 life lessons. So when Robert Evans was young, he chased the dream of being an actor, moved to LA, good looking, blah blah, but nothing works. He didn't get the roles he wants, he was not very successful, and he decided to move to his family business selling women underwear, and he was pretty good at doing that. One day he's traveling to LA, he's staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel, he's in the swimming pool, jumping into the water, and then a woman approached him. Apparently she was an actress, pretty iconic at the time. And he said, "Pardon me, excuse me sir, are you an actor?" And he said, "Not anymore." She said, "Would you like to play a role in a film that we're doing right now?" Anyway, to make a long story short, within a few hours he was auditioned nearby, got the part. The interesting thing is he's testifying, he's saying that if he was still an actor, if he was still pursuing his career dream, he would never get that role. The only reason she noticed him, the only reason that she wants him, because she saw something in that full of confident, go-getter businessman in that swimming pool. And that's the only thing that gave him the part. And often, when we stop being obsessive, when we stop trying to get what we want and move to another direction, we're actually ending up getting it. And the second story is kind of like the follow-up. A few months later, he's in a nightclub, and the same story. Someone is spotting him, like a producer is spotting him, and the way he talks, the way he moves, the way he charming everybody around, and cast him for his movie. And so within a few months, he's getting 2 big roles when he's not even planning on doing that anymore. But this time, the entire crew around him and Ernest Hemingway are not very happy with him getting the part. And they all kind of sending a letter to the producer saying that they want him out of the film. Now, back on the day, the studio producer was God, and he was making all the big decisions, nobody can argue. So Robert Evans is already in Mexico on set. He was a matador, and he's in a big set, the arena, hundreds of extras, and the producer come to watch him and to kind of see what's going on, to see if he's staying or not. And he's doing his moves, he's trying his best to impress him, and it's kind of an audition, a very, stressful situation. And then in the middle of it, the producer stand up, take the bullhorn, and say, "The kids stays in the picture, and anybody who doesn't like it can quit." And Robert Evans described the feeling, the relief, the happiness that he got what he wanted. But at the same time, on that moment, he realized he doesn't want to be in that situation anymore. He doesn't want to be in the situation where someone is standing with the bullhorn and deciding whether he has to keep his role. He wants to be the one that says the kid stays in the picture. And on that day, he decided that he's going to be a producer. And often, when we get what we want the most, is when we realize we actually doesn't want it and want something else. So this is the second life lesson from his remarkable life. The third one is way after he produced, masterpieces like Chinatown and Rosemary's Baby and The Godfather and all those great hits, Love Story. And he was addicted to cocaine. He was all over the place. And then he lost his house. He lost his mansion. He lost the house that he really liked. And a French industrial bought it. But in order to recover and in order to get back on track, he felt he needs to get back to his home. The problem was that the French industrial doesn't want to sell the home. So what happens? His friend, Jack Nicholson, heard about it, took a plane to the other side of the world, to Monte Carlo, went down on his knees and begged for the guy to sell back the house to Robert Evans. And that French guy was like, oh, you guy from the film is like all crazy. But he sold it. So what is the lesson here? If you really desperately need your house back, it's good if Jack Nicholson is your best friend, willing to do something like that for you. Adios. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Ooh.